Hello, my students. This is Mr. Moreno. Here's a video on your first draft. I'm calling this Finding Your Pearl. In this video, we'll talk about the prompts, we'll talk about digging deep, we'll talk about pearls, and we will actually suggest some activities for you to do to start your writing. Our purpose here is to figure out what the heck we're going to write about. But first, let's get in the mood for writing.
It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again.
I don't know about you, but that song always seems to get me. Right here, which is a little bit what our personal statements have to be. All right, let's get started with some discussion about the prompts. The UC website has information on the PIQs, the personal insight questions. You're going to be writing 4 of them. I think there's 8 prompts, 350 words, and plenty of information on their website. Even better, pull up your DuckDuckGo or whatever search you use and type in common application, pick a topic, and they got better information than I have. Look, they even have cool tips. I just got music and my ugly face. All right, so what is this? Well, here are the prompts. I'm sure you're familiar with them. 4 tiny essays for the UCs and then 1 longer essay for the Common App. Some topics that I think are really interesting are the ones on educational barriers or opportunities in the community where I work. That is one of the most chosen prompts. I like the one at the end of the UC where you get to consider yourself a gift to your community. What have you given back? What have you done beyond? For the Common App, you have your classic beyond questions where you talk about your background. That's prompt 1. And then the last one also talks about any topic you may want. I really like the failure question and the one about capturing your spirit. And so you have to study those prompts. That's not what this is about. This is more about once you have narrowed down what prompt you're going to want to write about, how do you pick something about your life? All right, let's dig deep. Here's some questions from a handout that I found in Nancy Atwell's book on writing. She calls this Questions for Memoirists. First question, what are my earliest memories? How far back can I remember? That is a little too general, a little too broad. So let's bring it down a little bit. What are some things that have signified something for me? What things have signified for me or have had an important presence in my life? This question here reminds me of the student who wrote about the hammer. I said, well, what do you mean a hammer? He says, well, it represents my dad. He was a carpenter when I was growing up, and that's the symbol. So for him, it was a hammer. He also wrote in there about being the nail and how his father helped shape him and gave him strength. 3, what's something that I've seen that I can't forget? What's something that I've seen that I can't forget? Very broad question. Can range from something as wonderful as beauty. What is something so beautiful that you can't forget? It can go into something as difficult